Welcome, everyone, to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where they've been filing in since early this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bears will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in... And he'll be stopped at the 17. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Gonna run it. It's Ncaa. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Harris will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Timeout, Baylor. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
I think what you... throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
It's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Harris back to pass. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Harris will throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to throw. Slings it. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Baylor offense will take over 1st and 10.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Trying to get to him. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for a 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cal! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The AT unit on the field. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going for it all. Snatches it on the run. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game. And the Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field of gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards. Sometimes you go backwards or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Good job on defense getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Presley. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need a block.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears. What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking left. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Cal! And the pummeling has started. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. His own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Looking for space. It's Washington. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. He'll do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Baylor!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'll get the two-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really...
Afterburners coming. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Harris back to pass. Fires into the end zone. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. You can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
He's got the tight end. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll try to get it in with the run. Takes takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. We'll kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the offense on first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Brosmer. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Going to the run, it's Taylor. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to get one down to the 15. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Looking downfield, it's Brosmer. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to. Turn, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for room, it's Harvey. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. That's reeled in. It's Hudson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Brown wants to pass. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking the play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Minnesota 7, UCF 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Touch pass on the run. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Knights with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
A little screen to the running back. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Quarterback checking off. Brown will throw it. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have.
The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. The Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. The give is to Taylor. Headed to the end zone. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be...
And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Number 5.
Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum.
Off he goes! And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the fly motion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Brown wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Knights. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Second half. Coming out with it, it's Harvey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They're trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Back to throw, it's Brosmer. He's moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play. The offense is coming off the field.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that...
Racing down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, UCF! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Snag by the defense. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Brosmer. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass. If you're on defense, you got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. If I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Leaves it with the running back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, UCF 28, Minnesota 21.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He caught it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after?
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job than pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Fires to the wideout. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Quarterback keeper. Touchdown Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got